at the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me pregame he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Panthers' offense will take the field first. And here comes the junior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Scanning the field, it's Rose. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's dragged down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ball game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab in their space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to pass. It's Rose. Quarterback extends the play. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon.
Snags it, and there's running room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There's a little room there. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off-play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Rose. Gets open down the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his...
He's got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Panthers! Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
And you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously, a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Strong, firm tackle. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Rose. Finds his back in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. 1st down here for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is stopped. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Porter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rides the option, he keeps it. Got enough for the first. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Rose. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Boise State taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Broncos chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Coach Colin Klein told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go right back to him. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kansas State trying to convert this 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Rose. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on punt, and he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back, fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Great. So let's go.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, everybody is so excited about the way the defense is performing. They have been in the top 10. They're really excited about their possibilities for postseason. But right now, it's all about the balance of this team and how they're performing here today. Defense continues to create turnovers, and the offense continues to capitalize. I'll keep you posted on how they keep going here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man, it's Rose. It's complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give is to Smith. Got room at the 35. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. Touchdown, Pitt! He got a step and just dusted the field. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Pulls it again on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Punt is on its way. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. To the ground with the back.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll run play action, buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Suggs. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Finds his man. It's Harris. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a give to Robinson. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying to move them on the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Going for it all. Makes a grab deep. Lots of run. Into the house. Touchdown ASU.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself, because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Rush is on him. Across the 45. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Running inside, it's Turner. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Rose. He's going to take off. Heading to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to gotta get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Rose. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now they're going to throw it. Under fire. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Rose. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Robinson. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. That's reeled in. It's Young. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll go with a quick touch pass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. The play action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. In the red area, it's Smith. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Sun Devils will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Robinson. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Fires on the move. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Looking for a man. It's Rose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Took care of it himself. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's just a fantastic fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. It's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Ducks chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll open the second half on the ground. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Rose. Bringing the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Flips it out on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And man, you've got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Here comes the heat. He's got him. Hard-hitting tackle. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a give to Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage, gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rose. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Harris. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Right on the money. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Turner. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Rose. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Rose. Here's the pressure. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets enough. There's a crease. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field and throwing to your best players.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Rose. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line, and the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do